Welcome to the Best Advice Podcast with your host, life and love success coach, and author of The Poison of Perfection, Angela Wadley. If you're looking for authentic, no-holds-barred advice about life, love, business, career, or health, you've come to the right place. You'll hear from fascinating guests as they quickly reveal their powerful advice to inspire you to create and live your best life. So get ready, grab a pen, or make a mental note. You don't want to miss this.
Hi, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for having me.
When it comes to business, career, love, health, or life in general, if you have ever struggled with a decision, had to figure your way out through something, or just learned a valuable lesson, what is the best advice that you can share?
When it comes to life, the best advice I can share is about dissolving conflict. Conflict is a funny thing. We feel shame when we can't figure out how to resolve it. Yet we've never had any training or any exposure to people who are effective at it. I remember as a teenager, my sister kept asking me to borrow a pair of jeans. I kept saying no. I was getting madder and madder and madder. And finally, I warned her. I said, look, you ask me one more time, I'm taking my socks off and I am stuffing them in your mouth. She was quiet for maybe 5 minutes, and then she asked again. You know what happened. I share that so you know I am not a natural when it comes to dissolving conflict peacefully, yet I have had to learn. And I didn't learn this as a lawyer. I actually learned it because I was terrified of divorce law after having practiced family law. And the traditional system, there I was, facing divorce with a husband who was volatile, who loved to fight, and I didn't want to get caught in that trap. It led me to figure out a different way to divorce. And that got me started on the whole path of helping people divorce peacefully. And that has evolved into, I help women in sticky situations create elegant solutions. Now, I'm also a firm believer in you are the expert of your life. You don't feel like it when you're in a sticky situation, but you are. So I'm sharing a few tips to help you get the results you want from conflict. Now, first off is be curious, not furious. Right? It's easy when we're in a conflict to blame the other person, get furious, and we end up in World War III. If we can be curious and ask, well, I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you tell me more? You're going to get to a better result. Okay? The other thing is give up the need to be right. You don't need to be right. If you can create a fair solution, you both can feel like you win. Now, some sticky situations, it's really, really hard to do that. I know because a month ago, I was caught in a phishing scheme and they got some money out of me. And afterwards, there I am, feeling the shame. I should know better. I'm smarter than this. How did I get caught in this? And what I've been saying to myself is, what am I supposed to learn from this experience? And what I'm learning is to be more authentic in who I am and to realize we all make mistakes. It's okay. And one last tip with conflict and managing it, it doesn't have to be one and done. It's not just one conversation. You have as many conversations as you need to get it done and commit to a positive outcome. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you'll get there. So that is the best advice I have on conflict management.
Okay, so if you were a character in a TV show or movie, which character would you be and why?
I would be Donna Sheridan from Mamma Mia. That movie came out when I was in the midst of my separation, and I went to the theater and saw it 3 times one weekend. Donna, living the life in Greece, she'd had this fun youth, some might say misspent, but she was living life fully, and it just warmed my heart.
Thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Angela, it was my pleasure. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about helping people manage conflict effectively. And if people want to learn more or start following me, my website is a really good place, theconflictqueen.ca. You can join my list. About once every couple of weeks, I send out an email, and there's good resources there. So thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Please subscribe and share with someone you care about. To catch all the latest from Angela, go to www.angelawadley.com. Until next time, keep growing and keep going.